7 habits that are keeping you broke and how to break them. Are these habits sabotaging your wealth? Do you ever feel like no matter how much you earn, you just can't seem to get ahead financially? You're not alone. Studies show that 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, and it's not always about how much you make, it's often about how you manage what you have. Today, we're diving into the 7 habits that are keeping you broke, and more importantly, how you can break them to start building wealth. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have actionable steps to reclaim your financial freedom. Let's get started. Habit number 1, impulse spending. Impulse spending happens when you buy things you don't need, often without thinking. It could be as small as grabbing an extra item at checkout or splurging on a flash sale online. The problem? These purchases add up fast. For example, meet Sarah, a 28-year-old designer who realized she was spending over $300 a month on delivery apps. That's $3,600 a year. When she switched to meal prepping, she cut her spending in half and redirected the savings to pay off her student loans. Solution: here's how to stop impulse spending. Create a 24-hour rule. If you see something you want, wait a day. Often, you'll realize you don't need it. Plus, tracking your expenses weekly can help you identify where your money is going. Next up is a big one: not having a budget. Think of your budget as a GPS for your money. Without it, you're driving blind. Studies show that people who budget are twice as likely to achieve their financial goals compared to those who don't. Example: John, a 35-year-old marketing manager, used to avoid budgeting because he thought it was too restrictive. But when he finally sat down and allocated 50% of his income to needs, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings, he managed to save $10,000 in a year. Solution: to start, try the 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your income goes to essentials like housing and food, 30% to discretionary spending like entertainment, and 20% to savings and debt repayment. Or use a free app like YNAB, You Need a Budget. Seeing your finances clearly can be a game changer. Habit 3, relying on credit cards. Credit cards can feel like free money, but with high interest rates, the costs add up. The average American carries $6,000 in credit card debt. Paying the minimum might keep creditors at bay, but it'll take decades to pay off. Example: Lisa, a 40-year-old nurse, realized she was spending over $200 a month just on credit card interest. She switched to using cash for daily expenses and set up an aggressive repayment plan to clear her debt in 2 years. Solution: switch to a cash envelope system or use debit for discretionary spending. And if you have existing debt, prioritize high-interest cards using the debt avalanche method, where you pay off debts with the highest interest rates first, or the snowball method, where you start with the smallest debts for quick wins. Both can help you get out of debt faster. Here's a scary one: not saving for emergencies. Without an emergency fund, even a small setback, like a car repair or medical bill, can send you spiraling into debt. Experts recommend saving 3 to 6 months of living expenses in a separate account. Example: Mike, a 50-year-old mechanic, had no savings when his car broke down. He ended up borrowing $1,000 at a 25% interest rate. After that experience, he started saving $50 a week, which grew into a $2,600 emergency fund in just a year. Solution: start small. Save $500 as a starter fund, then build from there. Automating your savings can make this process effortless. Number 5, trying to keep up with the Joneses. Social media makes it easy to compare your life to others, but trying to match someone else's lifestyle can wreck your finances. Example: Emma, a young professional, realized she was spending $1,000 a month on luxury brands and trips to keep up appearances. When she stopped, she not only saved money, but also felt less stressed. Solution: focus on your goals, not others. A simple mantra: live below your means and invest the rest. Habit 6, not investing. Many people avoid investing because they think it's risky or complicated, but without investments, your money loses value to inflation over time. Example: Jane, a teacher, started investing just $100 a month in an index fund at age 30. By the time she retired, she had over $200,000 thanks to compound interest. Solution: start small. Platforms like Robinhood or Vanguard make it easy to invest. Remember, Consistency beats timing the market. Finally, ignoring financial education. The more you learn, the better your decisions. But many people rely on trial and error, which can be costly. Example, Mark, a 45-year-old entrepreneur, turned his finances around after reading books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad and The Total Money Makeover. Solution, commit to learning. Watch videos like this one, read books, or listen to podcasts. The knowledge you gain will pay dividends. And there you have it, the 7 habits that are keeping you broke and how to break them. Let's recap. 1. Stop impulse spending. 2. Create and stick to a budget. 3. Limit your reliance on credit cards. 4. Build an emergency fund. 5. Stop comparing yourself to others. 6. Start investing. 7. Prioritize financial education. Remember, financial freedom doesn't happen overnight, but every small step counts. Your future self will thank you. Subscribe for weekly tips on achieving financial freedom. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe to the Financial Freedom Hub for more practical advice on building wealth. See you in the next video.